I was a little afraid to tell my story and to be very transparent. You know, I was actually a little afraid to show myself, um, just because I'm very private and I'm very selective too with who I allow into my life. But my good friend Nakasha asked me to, tell my testimony in regards to what happened in my life. So, to get to it, on January 7th, it started out just as a regular day. It was actually a good day, and everything just went to hell by evening. And so I don't remember a lot as far, as what happened to me, but I know what I was told as I gradually, woke up from the experience. I don't call it an accident because it wasn't an accident. I felt like what had happened to me was intentional or premeditated. But, I had been seeing a gentleman for a year. Most of the people that are friends with my sis here are friends with me. I'm pretty sure they saw the pictures and the posts and things like that. And, like I said, in January 7th, he decided that for whatever reasons, he wanted to run me over with my vehicle. From what I was told, that he had killed me. And he also had picked me up off the ground and basically put me in my car. Okay. And he dropped me off at the wrong hospital. But when he dropped me off at the hospital, he just left me there like a dog and left. So, a few days later, I did wake up. By the grace of God, he showed mercy on me and he gave me a second chance in life. And, I said when I woke up that I was going to live my life differently, do things differently, not drink anymore, not smoke cigarettes anymore, even slow down on the cussing. Some things that, I was doing that I knew that was not living a righteous lifestyle, I was going to stop doing because, how many people get a second opportunity in life?
That's right.
I just feel like every day I get up and I thank God I'm not, on my kid's t-shirt, and them mourning for me.
That's right.
In hindsight, I'm also saddened that, my kids had to experience getting that phone call, or even my grandmother getting that phone call and having to come to the hospital to see me for the first time and seeing the condition that I was in, and having to then, to determine how she was going to live her life as far as dealing with me and maybe being, disabled or paralyzed or, whatever the doctors may have told her. And so, I do think about a lot of things, but at the end of the day, I do keep God, in my thoughts. And I have to praise him every day, all day.
That's right.
And so, I don't want to go into my full story. I just, I'm just grateful that I'm here. I know a lot of people have been wondering where I've been. I try to wear my scars, proudly, but, they're here. They're here. So, sis, you have any questions for me?
If you can take anything from this situation, what would you take from it?
I would take from this situation is really, get to know who you're with. When the signs are there, pay attention. Stop. I think as people, we get signs, and what we do is we try to make excuses for those signs.
All right now.
And, we try to say, well, hey, it was just this one time, or they'll change, or, it's just like a little quirk in the relationship. But keeping it real, those signs are there for a reason, and I can honestly say, the first 6 months that I was dealing with this guy, I never felt anything out the norm. And it was just like after those 6 months, God started talking to me. He started making me feel, anxieties when I was around him. Or, he would open my eyes to certain things that he had said to me that I didn't notice before.
Mm-hmm.
And, it just felt like, okay, I'll just ignore it. It was just, that and I wasn't listening to God. And let me tell you, it was really ironic because the first time my grandmother met him, the very first day, she never liked him. And it was her spirit telling her that he wasn't a good person.
Yes.
And, she also has shared with me that the day she met him, she knew he was going to hurt me. She just didn't know when he was going to hurt me, but she was told immediately that he was going to harm me. And I tell you one thing, I burnt bridges with her. I burnt bridges with a few people over this man because I didn't see the evilness that he was basically disguising. He was the type of man that would walk around and just, come out with scriptures. I just thought that, he was really a God-fearing man, not understanding that he was the devil in sheep's clothing, and he was preying on my good heart. And so, like the question that you asked, what I would get out of this whole experience is that it's going to take a strong brother to ever approach me to get back in my life, okay?
I know that's right, sis.
It's going to be a while before, it's going to be a while.
Yes.
But basically, pay attention to the signs, go into the relationship with your head, not those, gushy feelings in your stomach or, your heart. Just go in it with your head and pay attention to the signs.
Is it true that women, as myself, can we actually change a man, or is that a lie that we tell ourselves constantly?
I mean, I believe if the man wants to change, the man would have to want to change, and he would also have to see in you that, you're only there to help him and it's for the best. Okay. If he's not ready to change, he won't change. He'll just basically, just drag you along. And basically that's when you become manipulated.
And if you could speak to someone that is going through domestic violence or have experienced domestic violence, what would you say to them?
I would say to them basically, the first question I would say is, how much do you love yourself?
All right.
And, if they have kids, how much do you love your children? Just to take us back further, and I'm getting just a little emotional right now, but this wasn't my first rodeo with domestic violence. My kids, they were raised in a situation where they had to watch me and my first husband fight all the time. And, just remembering how they would cry and, they would have to see me with black eyes or busted lips, and just seeing their expressions on their face was basically, it was devastating for me, as a woman, as a mother, it was devastating. And, it came to a point where you have to break the cycle, you have to break the chains. And I kind of beat myself up, now, because after I went through with their father, and then I turned around and got myself in a situation where I ignored those same signs, and a man literally ran me over and had to pick my dead body up off the ground. It's kind of like it's hurtful. It's very hurtful. So I would say to any woman that's in a domestic violence relationship right now is, you can't get out. And if you feel like he's going to change, he's not going to change. And if, you forgave him for the first time, don't forgive him for the second, third, fourth, fifth, to the 100th time.
That's right.
Just go.
Yes.
Life will be a lot better.
Yes.
And I know love is strong and love is hard to get over, but you have to put yourself first, because if not, you're going to be on somebody's t-shirt.
That's right.
So that's how I feel about that.
Oh Lord, is there anything I want? I don't want to leave anything out, sis. I don't want to.
This coffee and conversation is different because I had sis say, ask me some questions.
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to just sit and talk to y'all. I want to be asked some questions.
Yes. Let's see. Why do you think we as women stay in a domestic violence situation?
Well, I can talk for me.
Okay.
I stayed in the situation because I was naive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was also in denial. You know, it was like I wanted to see the good in that person. I didn't want to see the bad. And, you know, to be honest, like I used to always tell this person, you are so imperfectly perfect for me.
Mm.
And at first he didn't understand and he would say, I'm not perfect. And I said, listen to the words I said to you. I said, you are imperfectly perfect for me. Meaning I know you flawed, but I still see the perfection that you can actually bring out, you know. It's just going to take time and growth. And, you know, I also felt, you know, from my past and what I experienced in my journey, you know, I would be able to help him see his worth. And, no, he never saw it. He never saw it. So.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. Is there anything you want to add? Anything that you want to say?
Well, you know, all I want to add to this story is that, you know, domestic violence is a very serious topic. You know, it's nothing to play around with. And I mean, hell, in 2021, men are now getting beat up by women. So this goes both ways. But I'm not just talking to women in regards to this matter. I'm talking to everybody. And domestic violence is just not, you know, physical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's verbal, it's mental. Okay. Mm-hmm. And we're living in times where we have to be super strong. We have to keep our minds, strong and disciplined. And, you know, even though we might be angered with certain things going on, you know, just still find that love and that kindness, you know, to carry.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, I'll end this off just by saying, despite what happened to me, you know, and my scars and my wounds, I'll heal. I'll get over it. But I'm just grateful that I'm here to tell my story. I'm grateful that I'm still able to smile.
I know that's right.
I'm grateful that, you know, I'm still able to love because I'm going to find me somebody that's going to love me for me. And I'm going to tell you something, I don't have nothing bitter in my bone about my situation. My testimony is here to help someone else, you know, get out of what they may possibly be in, or at least give them thought of how they can change their situation. So I enjoyed talking to you, sis, and also to your friends. And I just pray for everybody. You know, I just pray for everybody. And like I said, God is good. He is amazing. He has been amazing to me because I should have been going a long time ago. For some reason, he says I have purpose. And I'm going to keep on, keeping on. Okay?
All right. All right, y'all. I hope that this touched somebody. I hope that this spoke to someone. And I hope that, you know, if we didn't touch nothing but one person, that one person that we touched will make a difference. Not that it will make a difference not only in her life, but that she will be able to share what she heard, you know, with someone else that may be experiencing what my sister here experienced and what I have experienced. Because I was in a domestic relationship as well.
Right.
You know, is like I was telling this one person, you know, it's a difference between being in a domestic violence relationship and just arguing back and forth with your boyfriend.
Right.
You know, and my first experience, my first marriage, God rest his soul, he was controlling, he was possessive, he beat me, he did not want me around my family. And I used to have to play dead just so that he could get off of me.
Right.
You know, and I see my friend Christy is like a sister. She knows what I'm talking about because she was with me through all of that. You know, she experienced me being in a domestic relationship with my first husband. She even hid me in her bathroom when she lived in Kannapolis. I'm so glad you're watching. To get away from him, you know, but me, like sis said, thinking that I could change him, thinking that I could show him what God sees in him. Sometimes it's not meant for us to show them what God sees in them. Sometimes we got to allow God to show them what he sees in them because he is their father. you know, and we are to flee, you know. Sometimes we can't stand and weather the storm with someone who's not willing to get up out of the storm and is not willing to change. We have to flee. We have to save ourselves, you know, because there's other people depending on us. There's other people that needs us in their life more than they need us in their life.
Absolutely.
You know,
right.
So if, like I said, I just pray that this touch at least one person, and please share. Please get the message out there. Y'all have a blessed evening. I know I am, because I'm about to eat. I'm about to eat.
I want to say one more thing.
Okay, sis.
Is it on me?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to say one thing. I just want to thank my support team. And that's my sister, Nakasha, of course, who's been by my side since I've been in the hospital. I was in the hospital for 33 days fighting for my life. But I thank you, girl. I thank my kids. I thank my family. I thank my grandma most of all. She's been there with me. And I thank, you know, all my friends and my close friends that was actually there for me. I appreciate y'all, because without you, I mean, I wouldn't even be here, because let me tell you, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, from head to toe, I'm completely wounded. But I tell you, with my support system, I'm able to wake up every day and push forward.
That's right.
So I thank you all. And like, even, you know, the watchers, you know, just pray for me. I pray for you. I don't know who you are, but I still pray for everybody, you know. So that's all I have to say.
All right. Y'all have a blessed evening. I'm about to enjoy my coffee and and I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful view.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Y'all look at this this beautiful view.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am going to enjoy it, and we got some catching up to do face to face, because we catch up on the phone, but ain't nothing like being present. Ain't nothing like being present.
Mm-hmm.
So I love you guys, and y'all continue to have a blessed weekend. Hey, sis.